Alright, what's up everybody? I'm back with another video. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday, everybody. Today I wanted to give my thoughts on last night's broadcast of the Monday Night Football game. But it wasn't just any broadcast of a football game. It was a Simpsons themed broadcast. And I didn't think I was going to be able to watch it. And I was kind of disappointed. They'd been hyping it up for a few weeks. And I was just like, yeah, this might be cool to watch. And then it turns out it was only on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. I'm like, fuck, I don't have that. Then I realized, oh, wait, I do have that. Just got it. So now I was able to give it a watch. It was between the Bengals and the Cowboys. And it's like, I don't give a shit about either of these teams. So I didn't really care to watch the actual game. But I was intrigued about the Simpsons stuff. I do have a few thoughts. As not a huge Simpsons fan, but I did like a lot of the characters and how they were able to incorporate them into the game. Mainly just saying, oh, welcome to Springfield, game's in Springfield, we don't know where Springfield is, woo, woo, woo. They said that way too much, but, it was kind of cool. And like Homer and Bart each having, get to play quarterback. And, yeah, man, they got some nice touchdown passes, Homer and Bart did. And even got Ralph a touchdown. Lisa got a couple of her own. Homer picked off Bart as well. That was pretty funny. I love watching that. It was pretty obvious that they put the Simpsons characters in right before a big play because the tape was delayed for that reason. But anyway. Another cool thing that I thought was just a lot of the Simpsons trivia that they had instead of a lot of commercial breaks, which was cool. I like that, and just kind of like a lot of the renderings of, and I also liked the I guess story that they had. Before the game they did a cool pre-segment, and then at halftime they had another one, and then at the end of the game, of course, they had another one as well. So that was cool to watch. Kind of helped back at actual Simpsons world instead of it being in a dream, which I didn't know that was the route they were going to take until I actually watched the game. But yeah, it worked out pretty good in my opinion. I do have some complaints though. Seriously, what the fuck is up? Why did all of the characters look like PS2 characters? This isn't 2003. What the fuck? It's 2024. Oh my god. It looked like Nick All-Stars Brawl. Not Nick All-Stars Brawl. Well, it could have been Nick All-Stars Brawl. They started fighting. But it looked like Nicktoons MLB, but with Simpsons characters. They kept glitching through the ground. They kept glitching through each other. And they just kept, doing weird things. None of their mouths moved that much. And they were kind of just and there was these intermittent breaks with Marge in the stands, or Marge cleaning up the flags when flags were thrown, or the penalties, or the side things on the sidelines and whatnot. It really did feel much. It did not feel like a TV broadcast at all. It felt like a video game. And that was even there's other parts where it was every time, every 5 minutes or so, I kept standing up or looking around because I had this instinctive thought that I was sitting on my controller because of what some of the characters were doing. And there was one time a character went to go pick up the ball, or was grabbing the ball, and it just started spinning and glitching around for no fucking reason. I'm like, am I sitting on my controller? So I stood up. It's oh shit, I'm not even playing this. This isn't even a video game. The TV broadcast. And also the commentators. Can we talk about the commentators? I know that it was a third string group, and most of these people this was their first time ever commentating. Can it be their last, please? The one lady they had on, I think she's alright. She's the lady that they bring on during the day when they talk about NFL for 12 hours a day. And she's always sitting in her nice little office with all of her sports gear. And then she gets to she gets to be the be-all, end-all for NFL takes on ESPN, just like Kendrick Perkins is for the NBA. And she was pretty awkward, though. I didn't really... She was alright. And then but she's nothing compared to Dan Orlovsky, dude. Fuck that guy. He thinks he knows everything and anything about football, and he thinks he's got the perfect response to fucking everything when he's the motherfucker that ran out of the back of the end zone for a fucking safety. What the fuck, dude? Nobody takes you seriously. Nobody sees you with credibility anymore. Stop talking. God, please never bring him back. They also did Stephen A. dirty with some of like the mouth, like the facial movements and stuff that they did for him with his segments. But I thought he was a funny addition to it. It was pretty good. But God, what I did like from the commentators though is that they were brutally, but rightfully honest about the teams, especially the Bengals defense and how bad it's been. They honed in on that. I thought that was awesome because you would never see that on an actual national television broadcast. But they made sure to hone in on it here and do all sorts of cool stuff there, which I really like that, and I want to see more of that because everybody knows how bad the Bengals defense is. So there you go. Even though they weren't half bad, but the Cowboys were also without Dak Prescott, and watching the Cowboys without Dak Prescott is 10 times worse than watching the Cowboys with Dak Prescott, which says a lot because watching the Cowboys with Dak Prescott is anemic. And then like they added a bunch of other cool stuff. I like the donuts and like the other characters that they brought in. Like Krusty the Clown was the kicker for the Bengals, and that was pretty cool. And stuff like that. So, quite honestly, like I thought it was fun. I thought it was just like a fun thing to do. You know, once the game got going and they settled in and they were able to kind of settle into a rhythm and got all like the jitters out and stuff, or like got the beginning problems or potential problems worked out. I honestly thought it was cool, and I would like to see more of it. You know, they did the Nickelodeon broadcasts before, and those are fine, I guess. I mean, they're not anything crazy, but I would want to see. What I want to see is more stuff like this, more themed broadcasts where you get like the characters involved, and it's just for sillies and for funs. And a few people I was talking to, they've never seen a Simpsons episode before, which how the fuck have you never seen a Simpsons episode? Even I've seen a Simpsons episode, and I don't watch The Simpsons very often. But they were able to learn more about the franchise with all the trivia, and you get to see the characters out and about and doing all this cool stuff. It's really cool. So, I wouldn't call it a disaster, but I wouldn't call it a success either on their part. If they got like more high-end commentators and they kind of worked on some of the flaws with like the graphics and stuff, honestly, it could be a lot better. But it was still really good for what it was. And I really enjoyed it. So, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Oh! It also made me really want donuts. Donuts. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys watched the stuff last night, what did you think about it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you want them to continue it in the future? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section down below. That's going to do it, though, for this video. Stay tuned for other much more amazing content, including more stuff like this if you want to see it. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.